And we are here.
Oh,
we
hi
are
there.
recording, right?
Hi there.
Hi.
Yes, we are.
Oh shit. Are we doing this now?
No.
No,
Always doing this now.
We weren't, but it's fine.
No one's ever doing that.
Hi. Welcome to the third episode of season 5 of Quest, the Soaring City. And we are picking back up after some decisions.
Everything's fine.
Nothing is wrong. Everything's
On
great.
the upside, let's start with the bright side. Arvis is dead.
Woo!
Hey.
Hey.
Spoilers.
But
But the ancient evil wand piloting him is not dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then, for some reason, y'all decided to kidnap the emperor of the
We
Orlov
didn't
Empire.
decide.
There was
to
reasons.
kidnap the emperor.
y'all,
This
not
it-
y'all decided.
yeah,
This
and,
is like Ferris and the Doctor.
and we did not kidnap the
Wow.
emperor. Okay.
Faris was gunning for like staying there and explaining the situation. Everyone
Wait,
else
what?
was like, let's kidnap the emperor.
We
Yeah, I
didn't
think-
say
I
we were
wanted
being
to
chased
say-
by a mob.
We can
Also-
all agree.
also
we can all
tactical
agree it was
rescuing,
Nunu's
okay?
fault.
Yeah.
No.
Well, yeah, no, that's definitely.
I wanted to stay.
Yeah. Well, then who
Well-
made the decision? Because the doctor just
don't
went
know.
along with you guys.
I
don't know.
I remember it as other people making that decision after Faris said like, look, we can explain what happened, and then everyone was like, no, we have to leave.
Wait, does that mean
Take
it's
her,
Megan's
pick her
fault?
up.
No, it was
Might
obviously
be
Ro,
Megan's
right?
fault.
It's not my fault. I dropped through the floor once the guards showed up.
Bro has never done anything wrong.
Bro has never
I'm
done
a
anything.
They're an
Right.
angel, and we're happy
Okay.
there.
That's what I'm saying.
So nobody
Ro made
did
the
this.
decision, and
Nobody
this is
did
not wrong.
this. I guess.
The conclusion
I
is
guess the emperor
you did this to us. Nat.
isn't
You
kidnapped.
Nat,
did this.
you did this
Nobody-
to us.
Yes.
Let's just blame it on Tiny. It's fine.
Tiny.
Where is Tiny?
Back
Tiny
at
is
the
home
tower,
where she
I
belongs.
think. Tiny's
Tiny's
enjoying the
safe.
wedding.
Tiny's wandering around the reception, begging for scraps, wondering where all her favorite people are.
Oh, are you kidding? Tiny's got her own
That's
seat at one of the
adorable.
tables. Rose
Yeah.
assisted.
Tiny was the ring bearer.
But Sam, if Tiny can't move, if Tiny has to sit in one place, she can't beg for scraps as well.
She doesn't need to beg, is what I'm saying.
She gets a
She's
whole
got-
meal.
Yeah,
She
she's
gets
an
a full
esteemed
3
guest.
courses.
She's
She
one of
got
the
to
heroes of
choose
Starfall.
chicken or
enough.
beef, and she circled both.
We taught her how to use a pen.
Oh,
All right,
she's
so
self-learning.
the party took the Emperor because they had learned that Laurel Arvis, had insickened her with the disease of the gasping shadow that was much stronger than normal.
Yeah, so we're saving her. She's
And
gonna be
the only
really
person-
grateful.
Tactical
the only person who
rescuing.
can possibly fix this is the doctor, right?
Yeah.
Gasping Shadow 2.0.
Electric Ooga low.
What?
Or he said 2.0, not. He said
Electric
2.0, not
Yeah.
2, and it threw off my rhyme.
So the doctor is totally going to be able to fix the emperor with no problems, and then we'll just explain to her what happened,
Yeah.
and then she'll be like, "Oh, okay, thank you.
And then
I'll
we'll all
make
get
sure
knighted.
people don't hunt
Yeah.
you down
So,
for the rest of your lives
You
Yeah.
because
have
this is
you
all
have,
a misunderstanding."
just run away, teleported back from High Orlath, the capital of the Orlath Empire, because Nat only came up with 2 nouns for this entire empire. And
It's a horrible.
we
place,
ended
isn't it?
on the warp. So you are warping. Presumably, this was the one that takes you back home. So you're
Yeah, this was
warping
me.
back to
Yep.
Starfall Tree.
Starfall Tree.
Mhm.
Yes.
Starfall
It's a
Spruce.
treehouse, actually.
We are going to jump ahead slightly in time because I have to imagine there'd be a whole somewhat unimportant buzz of your wedding got interrupted. Let's get this person to get some medical treatment. Maybe someone should talk to Garrus. Alika shows up. Tell her that there's been a political problem that's been caused.
Does somebody
like,
have to talk? Does somebody have to talk to Garrus? That's
No one has to talk to Garrus. He doesn't need to know.
I
we're gonna
mean-
leap forward to you've talked to Alika. The doctor has set up
That's fine.
a lab in the spire. Alika's there, and
If
the
Alika's there, everything's
doctor
gonna be
is
okay.
with the Emperor, who has a name. At some point, you'll find it out. And Alika and Ferris and Ro and Lena are there. I don't know what Kawa's ache is right now.
Hey.
I just forgot to list him. And Alika's like, elbows on knee, fingers to forehead. Someone has to talk to Garrus.
I don't think that's true.
We should wait until the Emperor is feeling better. Varys is also just standing there like this.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
girlfriend's
it's just like
match.
slowly trying to back out of the room. Just be like, no, everything's fine. Just like, no, it's fine. It's fine.
If he's going to find out at some point anyway,
I mean,
people can invoke magic where they ask questions and just get answers. So I have a hard time imagining this won't get traced back to us. And he's going to be a lot happier hearing it from us than from them.
Yeah, that's fair. And we can get ahead of the very reasonable explanation as to what actually happened.
Hopefully.
I mean, that's
Doctor's been
true.
with
He
her
hears it
for
from our
hours,
side
and she is not
first.
any better.
And he did also give me very bad news on my wedding day, so turnabout is fair play.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
you do it?
let's if he hears things from our side first, it's gonna make him more amenable to not turning us in.
At this point, there was some fervent knocking on your door.
I will answer the door.
Eris is gonna go with her just in case.
So you open the door, sweating, hair all messed up is Garrus. Like, so I've heard some news that you need to tell me is wrong.
We should probably talk in the hall then, if you want to hear that it's wrong.
He just brushes in through the door. So what
It's
I've
not
been
what it
told
looks
through some channels is that the leader of my nation is here in this tree against their wishes.
All right, you were right until that part.
The Emperor.
Can you explain a little more?
Yes. The Emperor was Arvis,
Sick.
who's possessed by the
Emperor
evil
was
wand
Arvis.
of Lorelei.
The Emperor.
Yeah. Made her sick with the gasping shadow, brought the doctor there to cure her, and then some things happened, and we had to leave with her.
You might
in
want
order
to
to
be a little
save
more
her.
specific about those things.
Shit's fucked pretty much, so we're trying to unfuck it.
But the point is, Lorelei deliberately made the Emperor sick, and we are trying to help her.
Okay. So you're making the claim that the head of the imperial household went and poisoned the person that they're supposed to be protecting.
Not him, the evil ancient entity inhabiting his body via wand.
I don't think that's going to hold up in court.
I mean, I think it will.
It's the truth.
Ro is incapable of lying, so if they say that it's right, then
Is that true?
yes.
I mean, I don't know about
Yes.
incapable, but why would I?
Well, normal people lie for personal whatever.
Well, it's true. That's what happened. So Arbus
So-
isn't really Arbus right now.
Well, there really isn't. Well,
I'm
that's
afraid I'm going to have
neither here
to in his jacket and pulls out a wax sealed envelope, offer you an official injunction. Diplomatic
I'll
injunction.
pass. Thank you.
He holds out to Alika, who takes it.
If you don't take,
We just
I
got
don't know.
served.
I
That
don't
that
know
is
how the
just
law works.
formally informing you on behalf of the Emperor, of the Empire, that we would like the Emperor back.
You can have her back when she's
Yeah.
no longer dying from the gasping shadow.
And if you don't do that quickly, other people who I don't have control over are going to take military action.
Can you explain to them that she will be returned when she is no longer dying from the gasping shadow?
I can say all those words. I don't think it'll change.
The only person capable of curing her is here, doing that right now. Working very hard.
I will try. I will try. Look,
you.
I've been on your side many times, but this is a mess.
That's point is not wasted on us. We are aware.
Where's Sake?
Around. He's always with us.
Well, if you see him, I was asked to offer him something.
Well, I mean, I could probably, depending on what it is, you could probably just give it to me, you know.
Was it a
as,
court summons? Because I don't think.
Wait,
he
no,
needs
then
it.
I don't want that.
It's not illegal. Well, it is illegal. Just if you see them, send them over.
Okay.
Probably know that Zake's with the doctor because the doctor needed Zake to work on
Yeah.
the cure. Yeah.
Yeah, when they're done.
Give the doctor my best regards, please.
Garrus,
And
we're
all
gonna-
my alacrity.
We're going to sort it out. Don't worry.
It'll be fine. You've been in maybe not worse situations, but equally bad, probably.
You might also want to tell those people who want to take military action against us to look for Lorelei. Just
Currently looks like Arvis.
who
Look,
looks like
I can-
Arvis.
I can tell them your story about him, but getting somebody to officially investigate him is going to be an absolute fucking heap of paperwork that won't happen for months.
If you want someone who can corroborate, you could speak to the leaders in Shamsara who know that Arvis stole that wand and the chromatic gem from them.
You don't understand. It's not about proof at all. It's about the fact that the only person who can make that happen quickly is currently sick inside this tree.
Bureaucracy is nonsense, isn't it?
I mean, would it help somehow if you, like, saw the Emperor so you could see what condition they're in? Like, for yourself? We can do it safely with masks and stuff. The doctor's probably got another, thingy. Bird face. And you could see how, like, bad she really is and that the doctor's helping. Because they're the
That-
only one who's gonna be able to.
That actually would add some good empathy to the story. If I could be like, I saw her. They're taking care of her the best they can.
I'll be right
Okay.
back. Ro's gonna, like, dash off to get, like, extra protective gear.
PPE.
Remember to wear a mask,
wear a
everyone.
mask.
Yeah. PSA, socially distance and wear a mask. Wash your goddamn hands.
So, Doctor and Zake. So I'm imagining that old Zake's room where all the patients used to get put, even though Zake has not stayed there
Yeah.
for a long time. Is where the Emperor has ended up. We see her in a small cot, looking quite sick. Her skin has turned, all the blood has drained from her skin, and you see these dark veins starting to snake up her cheeks. It looks comfy. Doctor and Zake are there. Doctor, you have all your equipment set up, and by now you have tried the usual concoction. And what's happening is as you are injecting it, the entire section just almost starts to just burn like a fever hot. And something inside there is basically burning away the cure.
Well, appears, at least with what I have right now, work doesn't even appear to slow it down.
And I
Figure out-
going to guess that's why I'm here. I still not sure how I can help.
Not sure either. But this comes from the realm of shattered light. But maybe, from inspecting you, I might be able to figure something out. You spent such a long time there.
I guess, yeah, go ahead.
And, using everything the doctor can, literally the doctor at this point would have books scattered everywhere, with different pieces of information about different things that they could kind of round up, different diseases, anything about other planes or anything that could be understandable. And is just trying to use all this information as well as examining Zake to see if they can figure out anything about what they would need to make an effective cure to them.
All right. So, the gasping shadow, at least at this point, is an overtly magical ailment. So, the combination of something like sense magic and examine the dead, you could probably discern some with some study and some cross comparison. Zake has a bit of a voidy aura from history, and there's a coolness there, an icy coolness. Something that it seems somewhat opposite to the aura you see that comes off as the attempted cure is put in.
What is?
It's almost like if the essence from realm of shattered light this might just be wild assumptions, but it is almost as if that realm itself has energy to stop this disease, or maybe even any disease, from being cured. I have created this cure from a multitude of items that bring life essence, and what comes off of you seems to be the complete opposite of that. It's almost like death. Not exactly, but almost.
Thank you, I think. No?
No, that is not a welcome. Confused. I am... This is going to be weird to say, but I am vastly underqualified for this. Oh,
Is there anyone that you think might be qualified? I mean, if it helps, I can maybe talk to you a bit about my experience. I don't know.
There's a knock at the door.
hello?
Yeah.
This is a quarantine zone.
Let me just put my shirt back on.
Wait, not yet.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So, Ro, presumably wearing the appropriate safety equipment,
Yeah.
cracks the door open.
I imagine it's all still a little too big for them though. So like they've got this big like plague doctor like coat on, but it's like dragging. And like this giant mask that's like over their shoulders, kind of. And I guess Garrus is probably with me or not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. So I'll just sort of poke my oversized bird beak head in. So Garrus is here and he's, you know, pretty upset about everything that happens, but he wants to come and see the Emperor to help back up everything that we're saying. Is that okay? Can he come visit? I got him all suited up.
Yeah, just tell him that shouldn't be in here for long. Make sure he is wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Always make sure you're wearing a mask.
Yes, I got him all set and everything's all secured. You can make sure that he won't be here long, but I think it'll help. He's pretty upset.
Makes sense.
Okay. So Ro will like close the door and like skitter off, and I think you probably hear them giving like Garrus like the lecture, like, okay, so don't get too close, and you can only visit for a few minutes, and then you gotta wash your hands when you leave, and
Yeah, sure, of course.
Just real quick, Dr. Tazake. They're going to make a fine doctor one day.
Maybe.
Garrus and Ro appear. I don't think Garrus. I don't feel like you have just an endless amount of plague doctor masks. I think Garrus has a relatively normal face covering.
No, the doctor has 3. You know, just as spares for themselves. Nobody else should wear those. And then there's just like a bunch of cloth masks that the doctor has made up for everyone in Starfall Spire just in case.
And Garrus pokes into the room. Hi, sees Emperor, and immediately just starts walking towards her, like right bedside.
Just doctor steps in the way and holds a hand down. Just wait. Don't get too close. You can see her, but if you get too close, even with the mask, you might contract it. Just be careful, okay?
Right.
If you contract it and then you go out there and you give it to everyone else, the world is doomed. So please, be careful.
Okay, yeah, don't want to be the dumbass who dooms the world. I get it. She doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's not the best.
So you can fix this, right?
I hope. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that I have all the answers. But I have my original cure, and I am hoping maybe we can figure out what is stopping it from working. It appears to be some kind of, I guess the best word, be curse. It's understandable.
So you can't fix it, can you?
No, I'm not saying that, but I certainly believe that
Doctor,
given enough time.
if she dies here, Valerith is doomed. You realize that, right?
I do.
And as an ardent Garrus, you feel this kind of wave of coldness, icy dread roll off him. I'm gonna tell them you can fix it, because if you can't, it's not gonna matter anyway.
I can at least promise you. We won't stop until I do. I have no intention. The Emperor will die.
Can I at least like assign some embassy guards or something? Like to the spire?
From the back of the room. If you think that would help,
Oh, hi, Zeke. Oh, didn't notice you there.
Hi.
You kind of blend in sometimes.
I do.
The doctor's
Useful trait sometimes.
gonna pipe up and be like, if you are sure that they have no connection to Arvis, because currently Lorelei is walking around in body, and if they think that's Arvis and they're doing his work.
Look, I don't know. On the visual level, this guy just manages like the Emperor's schedule. Everything else is under the table.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Garth, would it be useful to have some proof that it was Arvis that inflicted this, points at the Emperor, on her?
Yes. We just have proof
Okay.
lying around. A signed affidavit.
So he takes whatever they took from the office, from his jacket. Well, we can have a look.
It was a correspondence with one Nearsal.
Mm-hmm. This is what we managed to salvage. It's not.
Okay, I might be able to buy time with this. Maybe.
Good.
I'm gonna assign the guards because it'll make people more comfortable. But be wary of them, okay?
Of course.
Oh, and if you get the chance, could you apologize to Batinga for me? I feel like I've made a horrible ass of myself.
What have you done?
Well, the ground floor wasn't open yet, but I was a little panicked, so there might be a broken window.
It's fine. Desperate times, desperate measures.
And I unfortunately don't actually have time to apologize to him personally.
I don't think you should worry about this now. We have bigger fish to fry.
Yeah. Okay. And you see the kind of a little like panic rolling off him, a little heating up back. All right, I'm out.
Okay.
Wash
If you
my
need
hands.
anything else, let us know.
Will do.
Good.
Don't let her die.
Laughs awkwardly at the doctor.
And Garrus leaves the flat.
Fallen? What am I doing here? How can I help?
You've already helped a little bit, at least I understand this better. I think, honestly, they need to speak with someone. Was there when the realm shattered light was...
Always the same guy. Okay. We need Lena then.
Sorry.
I'll also point out that Ro was technically there as well.
Damn it, Ro!
Wait, where am I now?
No, Ro was technically there when the Realm of Shattered Light was created. A different life
Oh
of
yeah,
Ro's.
that's true. You're welcome.
Yeah. Ro can spend some time delving into old memories and may be able to help.
Oh, that's true. Could ask Ro. Those weird flickers of memory might, prove useful.
I think it would hurt if there's anything missing that would go speak to Lena's friend.
Mm-hmm.
But,
All right. It appears you don't need me anymore in here, so I will disinfect and leave. And if you need me, you can call me back. If not, I will stay away.
All right. Yes, thank you. a very good test subject. Patient. Thank you.
How did you get your license? I don't. Okay.
There are no licenses here.
It should be because of people like you. Anyway.
Zake, as you exit the quarantine room, you just see Roderick there, leaning against the wall in the hallway.
I'm not even going to ask. Here to help?
Here to protect.
Oh, wonderful. Is that a new thing, new feature in your skill set?
It's a little outside my realm, but it's...
All right.
Sometimes some things are more important.
Agreed. Especially given that your, former employee is... How shall I put this? No longer with us?
It's complicated. I'm not here on his orders.
It always is with you, so I'm not surprised. Good. Well, do whatever you have to do. If you need anything from us, let us know. If not, just, stay out of our way.
Where's Everett?
I don't know. Why did you leave him? It's not my child.
Tell the others I'm here. I just kind of came in my way.
Oh, I will. Don't worry.
It's there, leaning against the leaning against the wall in the hallway, just far enough away from the door that he should be safe.
Zeke goes back a few steps, knocks on the door. Owen, Roderick's here.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So happy.
Goes the other way.
Just knowing that Roderick is there. Falwin's gonna go to the corner of the room, where there's like a mirror, and kind of like turn the mirror so it's kind of facing the door and also the Emperor. And then I'm gonna cast Portal on the mirror and my mask.
What does that do?
Oh, it creates a permanent portal until I get rid of it, where you can travel through or look through at any time. And I'm going to put one of the portals on one of my eyes, so I can see this room at all times if I'd like to.
Okay, that's not going to be big enough to travel through, but sure, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not about traveling. I can come here at any time I want. I want to be able to see this room. This is my CCTV right here. All right.
All right. we have
Nanny
doctor's
cam.
surveillance.
Because I do not trust Roderick.
That's fair.
That is fair. But yeah, meanwhile, Zeke goes back and meets with the rest of the squad. Hey, I'm back. A few things. One, Roderick's here. Not sure why. Not sure.
Varys just looks to the door and then the window, like.
Yeah,
guy.
Yeah, I stopped asking years ago. It's pointless. Second of all, I wasn't of much use. The doctor looks around, see if no one else is in the room. Doctor's having a hard time with the entire Curie thing, He said that it might be useful if we ask a few questions of someone that was there when the Realm of Shattered Light was created. He thinks it's the connection to the other realm is preventing the cure from landing, from, being effective. Whatever the medical term is, I don't know.
So Lorelai's given her some kind of supercharged version of this illness.
From what he explained, it felt like it was an anti-virus to the anti-virus that's supposed to fight the Does that make sense?
No.
Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's apparently fighting the cure and not exactly making the disease worse. Does that, I think?
Does Garrus know about this?
Yes.
Okay, I guess that's for the best.
But I also told Garrus that, it was Arvis under Lorelai's command that infused this special curse, so that might buy us some time.
Yeah, we had said that he infected her, so
Good.
Good.
I just gave
we've
him
all
proof.
given him the same story. That's great.
Wonderful. Oh yeah, Fulman and I had an idea. Ro, you've been talking about these things that happened to you but really didn't happen because we don't remember them. Does any of these things stretch far back? Maybe when Lorelai was alive and creating realms of shattered light?
I mean, not off the top of my head, really. I'm mostly just remembering little flashes of stuff so far. I can try to think about it, though.
That would be lovely, because if you have any information, I think the doctor can try and formulate a few more complex questions that then we can ask the historian, I guess. Lena?
Okay.
All
Sure.
right.
Suddenly you guys just hear like this like loud like running. And Doctor's like and just bursts into the room. Like, I figured it out. I understand what's going on.
What? I left 1 minute ago. What are you talking about?
What is it?
I know. I just needed space.
They work fast.
Yes. Okay. I sensed something off of you when you were in there, and it entangled itself in a way with what was in her. But it was like it was the opposite of what was happening, and basically. So I sensed there's a mark left on you, from what I assume was Zavond, and I think if I can get that essence, like a physical manifestation of it, and I put that into my cure, that it can stop what is going on in her body from burning away as a cure. I can't just have like it needs to be physical. I need a vein to get a physical version of what I felt from you. Put it into the cure.
Like a magic item made of that essence or something?
I'm not 100% sure. But
Owen?
Yes.
I don't know how it works, but this thing you felt from me automatically manifests when I'm in danger. You've seen it before, right?
Yeah.
So, if you could force it out of me, maybe then you could try and gather a physical sample.
Maybe. Not sure. I don't know if what you have would be concentrated enough.
Bro,
Well,
Yeah, hi.
you sometimes remember things from the dawn of time.
You do.
Yeah.
As
Everyone
one does.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Way back, when magic got to break the rules, people would conjure physical forms of emotions, usually liquids, where then one could drink and thoroughly feel that feeling. Now, reasonably, those things don't really exist anymore. Not a whole lot. In the normal realm, they're not actually stable anymore without a lot of magical activity. But in a different realm, a shadowy realm, a broken realm, some could still exist from long ago.
So I guess like Rose sort of remembering these details as this conversation is happening.
Yeah.
So they'll finally just sort of speak up and go, so I just had an idea, but I don't really like it.
Well, we've got a lot of that floating around, so you might as well
Yep.
let it out.
So I remember, like a really long time ago when magic worked differently, people could sort of turn emotions into like an elixir or a potion kind of thing, to cause those effects. But you can't do that here anymore because of, all of the magic laws that got changed. But if we went someplace where there's still some remnants of the older magics, like maybe the realm of shattered light, we might be able to find something that would help. Yeah, I didn't like it either.
Yeah,
I
Lena just-
say
no,
to
Lena's
Lena,
just like-
shaking her head.
I mean, it makes
Uh,
about the most sense of anything we've heard yet.
I mean, maybe we can think of something else, but that's all I can remember right now that might help.
That does honestly sound like exactly what I would need.
Look, I know it's dangerous, but at least we have someone who's very familiar with that place.
No.
But even if we wanted to consider this option, it's not just like we can just
Can't
walk
just
there. It's not how it works.
Yeah, I know that.
I can kind of just walk.
What? Since when?
No.
I was taught how to, well, not walk, but if I know of a place, I can teleport there no matter what plane it's on.
No. Complete sentence, full stop. No.
Lena, if we don't cure the Emperor, we are fucked.
It's true.
Are there any other ideas?
We can talk to the historian, but that just takes more time.
I mean, I might remember
Does-
something I don't, I guess.
Does it need to be like, do we need to go there? Like, what if we just have something that like spent a lot of time there?
Well, if we need, I don't know, if we need to find that actual, like, bit of old, I don't know, magic juice, then I don't know if just an item will help.
Well, Zake was there for extended periods of time.
Well,
Mm-hmm. And I
I know
Therefore, his
where
possessions.
do have
something-
access to that energy, but the doctor here doesn't think that might be enough or as concentrated as needed. So
Well, there's also something floating in a tube in High Kensor that has spent a lot of time there too. Like looking at Zeke, assuming that they would know what I'm talking
that
about.
has spent barely more time than I did. So it would be
But it doesn't matter if something destroys it.
perhaps.
Whereas it does very much matter if something destroys you, for what it's worth.
Or, it does also matter if we go to the other side and get eaten by a hunter. That would not be pleasant.
I've already lost too much to that place. I don't want to lose anything else.
I have one other suggestion. I don't know how much more palatable it is in this idea, but I do know that I sensed a very, very, very concentrated, strong version of sense of Zeke from Zavond itself. If could beat Lorelei and take it, or just somehow take it, there might be a way to use it to cure the Emperor.
So,
Is that all?
I did say it might not be any more palatable.
also, remember when I took the wand initially and I thought, oh, this would be cool to cure my situation? Feels like we're going in circles here.
Yeah, because that worked out so well.
Well, I wouldn't. Using it directly like... I understand so.
Well,
Just throwing up options.
So far,
Yes, yeah.
the options are we go to the realm of shattered light and find what we're looking for there.
no.
We go and retrieve Lena's severed arm, or we somehow manage to beat Lorelei and take the wand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even if it's not the arm, the person who is in possession of it clearly has a connection to the realm of shattered light as well, being
And
the reason we ended up there in the first place. So maybe there's something to be found there.
they are supposed to be meeting with Lorelei soon, you said.
Exactly.
Yes.
And when I was separated from you all in their tower, I did see Nat, remind me, was it someone, Faris saw someone like go into a portal to the realm of shattered light in that tower? I remember that much. I don't remember who it was or who made the portal.
So that was Neersel's tower. Neersel made the portal. Somebody else who was assisting him went into the portal.
Yeah. I think it wasn't it N. Baron? Wasn't it like randomly that journalist who
Oh,
hated
yeah.
Faris?
yeah. Not
Yes,
so
it-
randomly. Not so
Yeah,
randomly.
Not so random.
I mean, maybe to Faris in that moment, but yeah. And also
Huh.
when I was separated from you all in the tower, I did see Neersel create a portal to the realm of shattered light. So essentially, if we go to Neersel, we gain all three options at the same time.
Interesting. We infiltrate with some time in advance. We attempt the arm. If it doesn't work, or if the doctor feels like it's not working, we attempt the Lorelei plan that we were attempting anyway, because we want to stop whatever those two are collaborating on. If that doesn't work, we go in to the realm of shattered light and collect it from there.
Well, the
Not a
first
bad
time we
plan.
tried to infiltrate that tower, it went super well. So with years to look back and see what we did wrong, perhaps this time we can do it.
Well, let me remind you that the second time we tried to infiltrate it, it also didn't go well.
Oh, that's fair. Well, I have one other arm.
But hey,
lose,
third time's the charm.
At least that second time, I would argue. He being Zavon sent in, not the best idea. Alone, this time we would probably
Good.
all go together.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
you know, if the arm doesn't work, we just kind of wait there for Lorelei to show up since they're supposed to meet anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That meeting is set for about 8 hours from now.
Of course it is.
Who needs sleep? No,
Don't have
sleep
much
till-
time.
no,
Was,
till
Camera
night.
pans to Lena, who is still in a wedding dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
And,
the
like super fucked
meeting
up.
was the meeting that Zake and Lena found out about in High Kensor, or was Neersel going to meet Lorelei
In High Kensor.
Other
All
way
the things
around.
were in one place.
Cool. Great. Just want to make sure we've got that right.
Yeah.
Everything we need is in one spot.
Woo!
It's gonna go great.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
Nina's hometown. It's great. She definitely wants to be there.
Right. So we're going to High Kensal imminently.
Ah,
I need to
does
change.
seem like the only option.
Also, if Roderick is here as the guard they sent, I don't trust that. Do we have a way to keep an eye on things here?
Oh, yeah, no, I did not trust that either. I can see everything going on in that room. So,
One of the eyes on the bird mask looks very magic-y.
yeah.
It's like glowing softly and shit.
Faris kind of tilts her head and looks at it like, huh, that's very cool.
Also, technically, I could take the mask off and Lena could shoot through it. It's fantastic.
Oh,
Hey, maybe magic's
That's
not
beautiful.
completely horrible.
interesting.
It's taken you that long to say this, Lena.
Oh, I don't mean it.
Now that I think about
All
it, I
of
should
this
probably cure
is
myself before we
fucked
go.
because of magic.
I guess I will tell Alika that we need the teleportation circle then.
Oh man!
Yes.
Also, I could set up. I could set up my little bird to watch the. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna set up my. Well, this is a tree too, so it's perfect. I'm gonna set up my little bird outside, like the front door of our tree. And I am going. Let me see how this works. I share a telepathic link with it, and it will message me when it witnesses something I specify. And it will wake me up to tell me if it sees something while I'm sleeping. So I just want it to let me know if anybody leaves or enters our flat. Our
Okay,
treehouse.
so... And you're talking about your portion of it specifically,
Yeah.
because there's a business at the bottom.
There's business?
Well, there's a bakery at the bottom of your tree.
Oh yeah. Our house.
Cool.
Like if anybody comes into like our home.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
set up my little mechanical burb outside the
Mhm.
door.
Cool. Yeah, and I've looked at that. That totally works. It remains until you dismiss it.
So I'll keep watch on the front door. Not that that stops because everybody fucking comes and goes all willy-nilly.
I mean, there's
I-
there's a window in that hallway. You could have the bird watch the hallway, and like everyone approaches the patient's room.
I was going to say, I can also set up either a repel sigil or an alert sigil.
Yeah. Well, I wanted
somewhere.
yeah. I was saying mine was more. I just wanted to make sure like nobody, like officials coming, because like if they send fucking more people to serve us with court documents,
That's
they'll
fair.
probably go to the front door. I assume
That's-
Roderick plus the doctor's secret CCTV will keep the Emperor under control. I want to keep my shit under control. Don't come in my house.
Naima and Camille come home. They're doing their thoroughly established weekly tennis game.
They've invented tennis.
Faris is
Nice.
so proud. They're
Nice.
going to be the world champs.
They come up, they
Besides
roll on.
Serena and Venus.
They roll on back, and Camille's like, "I'll get you one day."
I've foreseen it. Using my
Yeah,
sight of the sun
shouldn't
to
you
know
be beating
that.
her left and right using the sight of the sun?
No, it
Camille
burned out.
lost
Not a
it.
cheater.
Oh, yeah,
Camille
he
only
did.
has it very weakly
Yes.
now. Also,
yeah.
Naima's much more physical than Camille.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Faris,
Naima can grow her arms longer. Like she can get
Yeah.
bigger. She got more. She
Yeah.
got so much coverage. How do
Naima
you
is
block
willing
that?
to cheat.
Yeah, Naima is willing to shoot. I can appreciate
Camille
that.
is not.
And I respect that.
Faris will walk up and ruffle his hair and be like, "You're gonna get her, don't worry. I believe
I
in
know.
you."
I love these kids.
Naima's like, "Oh, by the way, someone broke Batinga's front window."
Yeah, that was Garrus.
Don't worry about it.
Don't. So, the doctor has a very important patient here, and Roderick is guarding her, and you are not to go in that room. Do you understand? Also, stay away from Roderick because fuck him.
Yeah, Naima, sword on belts. Like, you start to reach for it. Like, Roderick's here.
Yeah, but apparently he's being amicable. But just, watch out for him.
I'll keep an eye on him. He's gonna be living here.
What's Robert's face doing?
I just realized things I could do with this.
Okay.
Yeah, and Camille pours himself a glass of water and starts drinking. So just walks over. It's like, so how's the Emperor doing?
Not good. We need to go somewhere to find something that's gonna be able to cure her.
And Naima's like, what? Emperor?
Keep it under wraps if you can. Please. Too many people know about this now.
Camille nods. Mm-hmm.
You hear me? She looks at Naima.
Yeah, of course. And she's kind of thinking through, like, this is a problem.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, if you're willing to keep an eye on Roderick, that's great, but don't put yourselves in danger if he tries to hurt you.
Wouldn't dare.
Good.
All right. These two settle in.
Megan, where did Lena end up setting up her bird again?
Just right outside the front door, like our front door.
Okay. I think Faris might set up an alert sigil which like sends her an alert if someone crosses it, like in the entrance from the roof terrace. Because that currently isn't covered, I don't think.
Sure.
So that you receive a signal in your mind when creatures pass by the sigil, and she would let Naima and Camille know that she's done that, but not Roderick, I don't think, because he seems to have his own way of coming in and out. So it doesn't really matter.
Some of these effects in Quest just like this lasts forever until you use it again.
Yeah, like one of the sigils that works for a minute, which is the one that attracts creatures to the location, but the rest of them is just like, yeah, it's there until you dismiss it.
You do that now.
Well, you have a plan. Is it a good plan? We'll find out.
Perfect plan. It's gonna be fine.
Before we go, there's one more thing I would like to do. Set up.
Of course.
Doctor will first go up to Ferris. Ferris, I could get just a little help. I'm going to set up a protection sorts in the Emperor's room.
Sure.
You know that thing we were meant to talk about a long time ago that we haven't talked about yet?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I mean, things have been kind of...
Again.
Sure. Let me just mask up.
Well, to be fair, I don't need you in the room. I just need you... I just kind of need your... your special magic juice.
Sure. Can you be more specific? Need me to cast a particular spell? Just lend you some energy?
That one. Just going to sieve off of you a little bit, if that's okay.
How does this... I mean, I'm fine with doing this for you, but how exactly does this work, and why have you been able to do it? Because it's a bit worrying just to have someone able to siphon off the energy of Solari magic.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. Ever since Aaron shot me in the chest with his last light, and it healed up. I've kind of been able to pull in your energy through that wound.
Huh.
It's weird. I don't know.
I don't think I've heard of that ever happening to anyone before, but, you know, if it's going to happen to someone, it's going to be someone in this group of people, isn't it?
I assume that it had something to do with the fact that both of us use light magic of sorts. I don't know.
Okay. She just like stretches out her hands, and you see the tattoos begin to glow as she just starts sort of weaving general magic, not casting a specific spell.
And Nat, I'm going to inscroll an empowered last light into Lapis.
So to do that does require Ferris to actually expend AP to cast Empowered Last Light, right?
No, I'm doing the empowered last light.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, then that works.
And
It's
Does
also
Faris not
terrifying.
need to cast Last Light in order
No,
to...
so
double
the
it?
connection there is narrative.
Okay.
yeah. I can cast last light, but only when you're around.
Yeah,
Ah.
spell steal requires the other person to cast it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
and then you can basically see like this Solari energy now emanating from Lapis. And
Aww.
Side note, but
Little
in Scroll is one of the
skeletal
cooler abilities
Solari
in this
cat.
game, I think.
what was that?
As a side note, but I think in Scroll is one of the cooler abilities in this game.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
And then the doctor's like, well, usually if Lapis goes out of my sight, they disappear, but with this, I can see them the entire time they're in my room. Was a room.
Of course. So are you going to use them as a
If anyone
cannon
tries to
if someone...
yeah.
That's very clever. I like that.
And the doctor's just gonna triumphantly walk away with Lapis and go set Lapis up as a cannon in the room if anyone tries to take the Emperor.
Faris genuinely looks so amused.
Lapis.
Happy.
Takes a setup on like a stool. Gives
Yeah.
a nice big stretch, a little cartilage bones popping, rattles a little bit, and then settles in.
Guardian turret, yes. And then just before Doctor leaves, he's like, right, Lapis, you are the linchpin of this whole thing.
Lapis gives you a look that says, "I'm no longer baby. Now I have power."
Yes, you do. And just give a little scritch, and then be like, all right, I have to go. Technically, you can meow at me, and I... And then just the doctor walks out. Listen, I've spent a lot of AP on this, but it's worth it.
After you leave, Lapis kind of sits there and then just like, and just like looks at the wall, and a little like sighting laser appears. Just
And then she's like, starts pointing at the laser.
Oh lord.
I love it. Cat turret
Cat turret.
shoots a
Cat can
sunbeam.
use their own laser pointer now.
You can just...
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Lena has got to change. Zake probably does too.
absolutely yes.
So we'll go back to our room. Start to change. But Lena's like super not happy. Is just probably like, you know that all of this sucks, right?
I have been made aware by my own consciousness, yes. I don't like it. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna stop doing it. It's not like we can.
Well, now you sound like me.
It rubs off when you say the magical yes, doesn't it?
I know that we don't have options and that this is kind of our responsibility now. But just and I'm just gonna like reach up and like grab their face and just like, just please don't go back there. Promise that you won't go back there.
I won't promise that. I can't. If we try both first plans that they fail, it's not like we have a chance. If we don't do it, then there's no future for us. There's no future for anyone. So, we'll have to do it. Lena, this is the last thing I'm gonna do for anyone in the world that's not you. That's it. And this I can promise. Once we're done with this entire situation, I want to move away. I want to go somewhere. I want to not worry about the world anymore, because the world is not changing because of our actions. New things will happen every day, and I think it's time for me to give up.
Well, when you
Let
put it
the
like that.
younger folks deal with it.
Sounds nice. But we have to
It does.
get there first. And I'm just afraid. I'm terrified of what'll happen if any of us have to go there, but especially you. You paid your dues, you spent your time there, you shouldn't have to do that again.
You're right. I don't like the idea of going back, of course. I'm not saying that I want to go back. I'm just saying there's no other choice. Who would do it? Do we let the rest of them go alone? What would be the grand plan? Lena, I understand. I understand your concern. But I don't think there's any other option. If it comes to that, we'll go. And you know as well as I do that we will go. Even if you make me promise to not go, even if you promise me that you won't go when the time comes. There and then, when the choice is presented before us, we would go.
I know. I guess I just wanted to fool myself into thinking maybe it wasn't something that was going to happen.
I understand. But I think we've lived enough to realize that fooling ourselves does nothing good, neither for us nor for the others. Let's just face it together, as always.
You make it pretty impossible to be upset with you. And that's really annoying. But, yeah.
You know, comes in handy sometimes. No, for real, Lena. I meant it. This is it. I want to stop once we're done.
Promise.
I do. And that's the second time I say that today.
Well, let's hope the aftermath of this I do is a little more smooth than the aftermath of the first one.
That's how it works, right? Once it goes wrong, the next thing goes right.
I mean, sure. Why not?
Jake starts to disappear into starlight.
God, shut up.
I will leap through my computer at you.
All right. You know, this whole Lorelei thing, it's our mess more than the others' mess, so it's only fair that we clean it up, right?
Well, when you put it like that, in theory, also the whole everything with the realm of shattered light is somewhat our mess as well. So really, what good have we done for any of these people?
I wish I had an answer.
Well, luckily hopefully none of them have figured that out.
Well, whenever they do, we'll be long gone, hopefully.
Yeah.
Look, this might come in handy. And Zexus takes Alina's robot arm and starts tracing with his finger through it. I'm just gonna scroll a little reflect, because we are going to fight two wizards, so might come in handy.
Ooh. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
I like the sounds of that.
Whenever you see a massive ball of fire or dark magic come your way, just put your arm in front. Might come in handy. Handy.
I love you.
I love you too. And soon we'll have all the time in the world to say that back and forth forever.
Unless we die in the realm of shattered light.
Hey, if we do, it's still forever. The
Oh,
forever
you know
just
what?
happens a bit earlier.
That's fair. There is no set amount of time that forever is, so.
And you know what? Just in case that does happen, I'm going to squeeze a few right now while we can.
Okay.
He just grabs Alina's face and goes, I love you, kiss. I love you, kiss. I love you, kiss.
And
Multiple
that's where
times.
camera off those two being absolutely sickening.
Let them have this. They're already getting up fucked up.
I
their wedding
love
day.
this for them. I love this for them. Honestly.
What kind is reflect a wizard spell?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay. There's too much fucking magic in this game.
It's on page 96.
Robert, so good. Sam. Ro
That's why it's
is
on page
somewhere.
124.
Different printings of the book.
Oh, right.
Ro is somewhere by themselves. Where is that?
So I think Ro, in light of like the realization of like all of the ties into like these old magic ways, they're still gonna try to like spend some time sort of reflecting back and see if they can remember anything that might be helpful. So they've gone back to what was their room and have sort of like wiggled themselves into the spot where they were growing when they were a flower, and are like just sort of like not quite meditating, but like that's pretty much what they're doing. Like they've just sort of like nestled themselves into like this little like soil pile where like their little plant feet are like buried again, and they're just sort of relaxing and trying to focus and like let their mind kind of wander.
Sam, hello.
Hi.
So as you're sitting there letting your mind wander and ponder on this quandary, said that last one like it rhymed and it didn't.
I appreciate the effort.
You get a few flashes of a disturbing memory. Darkness, of absolutely terrifyingly overwhelming fear of loss. Like everything you love has been taken. And these emotions are so palpable, so strong that hitting you now in flashes, your breath, it makes your breath catch. As you're reeling slightly from that, the door softly opens, and Ferris is there.
She doesn't say anything yet. She's just kind of standing in the doorway, making sure you're okay. Could sense some magical energy happening.
Yeah, so I think sort of like Rose's eyes are closed while they're trying to do this. And maybe just sort of like reflexively, like some tears sort of start coming, but they're kind of like green tinted, like there's chlorophyll in them now. And Ro will like open their eyes to go and wipe it, and then they'll see that you're there. And go, oh, hi Ferris. Is everything okay?
Yeah, are you okay? Are you crying?
Oh,
She's like knelt down to look at you.
yeah, I'm fine. I guess I was trying to see if I could remember anything else helpful for later.
Right. Did you remember something?
Not exactly, I guess. I don't know. Usually when I remember things, it's kind of like flashes like in a dream, you know, like pictures and faces, but this time I was just it just was feelings, and it felt bad. I don't know. Maybe it's because we're talking about all of these old magics or something.
Maybe. Specifically the realm of shattered light.
Yeah, maybe.
And at that moment, Ro, you realize that within those memories of fear, you remember Lorelai's presence. She was there.
Wait. Yeah. I don't know what it was, but I think Lorelai was there for whatever it was. I mean, I guess that makes sense. We knew she was there for messing things up so long ago.
So at some point, someone who you used to be was there with her in the realm of shattered light?
I think so. Or was here when they made the realm of shattered light, maybe?
Yeah.
It's weird remembering all of this stuff from all over. I remember back when, a while ago, the Moon Sage told Ro, the Moon Sage told me that I didn't have to be who I was in past Everlight lives anymore, but I don't know. Now it kind of seems like I can't be anything but who I used to be now. And everybody in between, I guess.
Well, I don't know if that necessarily makes you your old selves. I think it just means that you get to grow from their knowledge.
Maybe. I think I
You
like
get to be
that
whoever
better.
you want to be. You get to be whoever you want to be. That's what's important. If those memories affect that, that's understandable and fine.
I don't know who I want to be now, though.
Oh, well, you do not have to figure that out yet, because you have plenty of time to do that.
I guess. I don't even know how to start something like that, I guess. Before I just, wanted to find my people, family, and pack and stuff, and now I have all of you, so it's the only pack I really care about. And now I don't know what else to do, though. Besides, try to help keep everybody safe.
Well, just because you have these memories doesn't mean you're obligated to do anything with them. But if that's something that you want to explore, I'll help you if you want, if I can.
Thank you, Ferris. That might be nice one day. I know, some of my old lives had their own families and people packs and stuff, so maybe I can find them, and maybe it'll go better than the last family I tried to find.
Hopefully. I'm sure it would.
How are you, Ferris? I know I was gone for a long time and a lot of things have changed. Are you okay?
That. I'm I wasn't for a long time, but I'm glad we were able to bring you back. I'm glad we were able to fix one mistake, at least.
I'm really glad and thankful that you all brought me back, but you didn't need to fix any mistake. You didn't do anything wrong.
Well, we're just gonna have to disagree there.
Ferris, you saved everybody. You all helped save everyone. I couldn't have done any of the things that I've done since meeting you all without you, and I don't think the city would be the same without you here in it, Ferris. So anything that you've done, I think it's worked out in the end for the best.
You really think that? Considering what happened to you because of my mistakes?
I know that because I'm here now and the city is safe, and your siblings are here and they're safe, and we're gonna fix whatever the heck's going on with the Emperor and the Empire, and then maybe you can enjoy your time too with your family and pack.
Thanks, Ro. And you're part of that pack too.
Thanks, Ferris.
Leans forward to give them a hug.
Ro gives you a hug too.
Plant hug.
Very polleny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very polleny.
definitely. There's like pollen all over your armor when they pull away.
This is when Faris realizes she has hay fever.
Everyone's
no.
like, why am I sneezing so much since Ro came back? This is weird.
Are we good to go to break there?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you all in a bit.
Go ahead, dab all you want. Whatever. Fucking.
Hey.
Did Nunu just
we
dab?
back.
Did Nunu just dab?
Nope.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mhm.
I
Totally did.
absolutely did not. But okay.
Saw it out of the corner of my eye.
I
Nunu,
waved.
are you a Dabosaurus Rex?
Nunu dabbed. I'm taking control of the narrative.
Yeah, no, that's just what you do.
I'm gonna tweet it.
Tweeted it.
So we're back after a brief respite, and we just had a plan because everything's happening in High Kensor today.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, I believe the plan is to teleport there.
Sounds like it.
Seems that way.
And Zake specifically said you're gonna try to get there early, which seems reasonable.
Yes.
Anybody have anything else I want to do before you did not get you didn't get a night's sleep, by the way, so you didn't go with full HP. So if you want to drop some AP to heal or something.
Yes.
Look upon me in all
needs
of
healing.
my 5 hit point splendor.
You did regroup, so if anyone was below 5, they'd pop back up to 5.
Yeah, I got stabbed multiple times in the last 24 hours.
Did Zake also get stabbed? Or is it just Lena?
Well, it doesn't matter. They both get the heal. Which
Oh,
is
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
I'm at 8, so I would
yeah, you're fine. You're
profit
fine.
from you healing Lena.
Yeah,
Bank error in your favor.
yep. Yeah, because I'm at 5. Been better.
Robert, do you want to heal or shall I heal?
I'll let you do it.
Because yeah, you have...
I haven't spent an AP.
Yeah.
Well, Ferris
just-
has all of the
Bro
AP.
can also
said-
Yeah.
heal. If
You
we
set off
need.
a
Ferris, you low
hyper
AP
beam.
too. Ferris has all the AP in the game, okay?
Yeah, Faris has a lot of AP right now.
I'm at 19
Um,
after the
oh.
last
Oh, hello.
refresh.
Damn.
Oh.
Faris has 25. So you could let her do this one if you want.
Well, Ferris is the new Zake.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm at 10.
I'm at 14.
Oof.
When Zake took magic abilities, it was
Right, we
like
got
took
13,
some
you
magic
said,
abilities. It was
right?
I'm
over.
the lowest
Yeah,
again.
13.
Yeah, so I'm at 19.
Nice.
Before we go, Faris is going to use Ablation on Lena, which heals 6.
Thank you.
Hey, back to full.
I've got like a nice little glow now. Like,
Mhm.
okay. Little glow.
Thank you, Faris.
Looking a little like an undead cat right now, Lena.
Oh.
So, you had a collection of hours before the meeting was set to happen. How far ahead do you want to teleport there? And corollary question to that, are we going with the teleport directly into the portal room plan? You have been there before.
No, it's teleport directly to the arm room, isn't it? Because that's like
Yeah.
plan number 1. Yeah.
All these
Same
plans
room.
are bad plans.
Same room.
We might
They
as
relocated.
well. All of these ideas are bad ones. So you really, it's just like the least bad.
Or is it just
idea.
like-
Teleport to the arm
Teleports.
room. Hope that Nersal
Or is
isn't
it just
in there.
teleport somewhere
Oh.
in High Kensor?
Don't you
and
mean
then
the
infiltrate the normal
armory?
Armory.
Cannot believe this.
You
Sorry, I
can't?
didn't mute.
We've been
I
playing
can,
together
actually.
for
Yeah, I
so
can, yeah.
long. Are you new?
Hi, hello. The newbie of the group.
No, that's it.
But yeah, should
Maybe
we
of the
go
group after a
directly?
year and a half.
Should we go to the city and then try and infiltrate physically? What's the plan?
You can.
I mean, theoretically, if we teleport into the armory and Nersal isn't in there, we can just grab the arm and then teleport home immediately.
I want to make this very clear that you don't have any level of certainty that the arm is going to be enough.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah,
true.
no, yeah.
So Sam just can't really recall the last time we were there. What were like the I guess kind of defenses that we found, right? Were there like weird blocks and wards on magic while we were in the tower, or am I thinking
I
of a
don't know, but you
different
could-
location?
I was invisible and he could friggin' see me, so
Yeah,
Hmm.
he has some powerful magic stuff, but mostly it was you trespassing in my tower. What the fuck? Get out! It wasn't like the place exploded or shit like that.
I
Right,
think last
alright.
time we entered from like the roof as well, so like we
Yeah.
could teleport onto the roof again and try to sneak in. But
In the
Yeah.
time before that, there was a magical trap that sent Zeke to the realm of shattered light.
Shadow
Yeah.
Realm, you can say it.
The shadow.
Shadow Realm.
Okay, so do we want to try to go in the same way we did last time? It almost seems the most polite.
The most
Most polite.
Well, that's what we're driving at. So
Ferris did also off screen bash her way through from the bottom after she fell
Yeah.
off the tower.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I remember
Oh,
that.
I forgot. that.
he like flung her off the tower and she had to climb up all the stairs. That's why she saw the portal.
So if we have to
Was
break
hilarious.
in anywhere, that's noise? Or do we want to... Question is, do we care if we make noise?
The
I'll
other
also
question
remind
is,
you that
if
the
we're gonna
teleport-
try and spy on Nersal and Lorelei, how do we do that? Because some people in this group are good at stealth, others are not the most ideally suited to it.
I can be invisible.
I mean, we can all potentially be invisible. It's just a matter of like, some of us are wearing plate armor.
All right.
Well then.
Genius idea. I make my other eye watch this room.
Ah.
And I can't see anything else.
I'm going to enter my surveillance hub.
I need to lead you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have enough AP to make everyone invisible, and invisibility is only 1 minute, so
Yeah,
I mean,
wouldn't be
Ro
ideal.
could literally be a fly on the wall.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's the first thought that comes to my head as well.
I have an invisibility cloak.
that's true.
But he saw through that last time, we know, right?
Yeah, he sure did.
So maybe turning everybody invisible is just going to be a big waste of AP anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can just be naturally stealthy.
Ro can message with the party telepathically, can't they?
I can, yes. It lasts for a minute, but it's also only like an AP to cast it to somebody I know.
Oh man, we should just Nightcrawler this shit. Once we get in there.
Yeah, I realized that Nightcrawler works when you infiltrate a place, right?
Well, we
So-
are infiltrating a place.
Yeah. I think we should definitely do it, but
So
it's
we
like
should do it once we get there.
exactly yes.
But first we have to get there.
I mean,
Correct.
so if we get there, I don't know, maybe Ro and the Bluely Weds go in to like find a way to let the other two in? I don't know.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
just like,
it's not a bad
teleport
plan.
to High Kenzer in general, and then Ro and Lena and Zeke try and go in. So we don't need to bam, we're in the roof in case there's a magical,
Right.
sensor.
Or
Shadow
maybe
Realm.
he just
Unless we
put
activate
a
his
couple more
trap
locks
card.
on the trapdoor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to activate his
Last time.
trap card.
Get sent to the Shadow Realm.
I mean, I guess that cuts out the middleman, but also bad.
So that's my suggestion. That's Ro's suggestion too.
Yeah. Sounds
I
good
mean, that's
to
cool
me.
with me if it's cool with the plate armor and the doctor.
Technically also wearing somewhat plate armor.
So there
Yeah,
you go.
the,
The
the
armored
conspicuous people.
Yeah.
Conspicuous.
Conspicuous what? No.
The tall ones.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
y'all going to teleport to High Cancer. You
Mhm.
gather in the treehouse.
Ro
And
leaves Tiny
Doctor.
to watch Roderick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get Naeem and Camille
Tiny,
and Tiny.
Naima, and Camille just watching him like.
Where in High Cancer?
Well, Naima and Tiny are doing that, and Camille's just reading a
This
magazine.
kid gang.
Maybe a comic.
Yeah.
I was imagining
magpie.
teleporting like near the tower, so like
Like an
Maybe
alleyway.
not.
To
near
the
the
start
tower,
to like the
maybe?
Starbucks down the street.
Oh, Starbucks.
right, yeah,
We'll meet at the
like,
Starbucks.
Just all
Totally.
teleport into the
All right.
Starbucks bathroom, come out like we've always been there.
teleport in like
Alright.
his garden shed.
Doctor, teleport. You snap your fingers, and you roll the die.
Oh no.
Let's go.
Suddenly we're sent directly to the realm of
so
Shattered
if I roll
Light.
really badly, we're all gonna take 7 damage, I believe.
Oh, good thing I got healed.
That sounds
Okay, so I don't
bad.
have to spend any AP, I believe.
Would you
Oh.
roll?
Did you roll a 19 or 20?
I rolled a 20 exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Everyone arrives safely. You recover the spell's full AP cost.
Oh,
How
you did.
Oh.
Uh oh.
Look at
Did you say
you.
however?
Oh
That's
no.
how convenient.
Oh.
Oh.
ah.
I just got very scared.
Yeah, same. Oh,
Yeah.
my heart.
yeah. Oh no.
However,
Never used your cool ability. I don't want to just turn that off.
Yeah. So the way the doctor
Or
actually
do
does the
you?
teleport isn't even a snap. He just rips open kind of like the shadowy rift in the air, and then it envelops everyone around them and closes up, and then you move away.
With that sound effect.
Yeah.
And you appear. It is dark in High Cancer. Many lights shining out of many windows. Lanterns on the streets, casting long shadows.
All right, so should we go in? Rose shifted so they have just like wolf eyes in the dark now, so you get like the weird,
Ooh.
like glowy dog eyes every
Ooh.
now and then.
Nice.
Interesting.
Your
Right.
tower stretches a good 3 stories higher than the surrounding buildings.
We're all clear what we're doing, right?
I think so. We're gonna go in and try to find a way to let the doctor and Ferris in,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna find the arm.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. Ro, I feel like you're more than capable to get yourself in the tower. As for us, looks at Lena. I kind of know the layout a little bit, huh? But we should probably scope it out a bit more. See where we could, get in.
I mean, I can make us a blueprint once we get there.
Sounds useful.
I
That
have
does a
my
floor,
gear
right?
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's of a floor.
Yeah.
Can you just shadow cutter us all in? I can't believe I didn't think of this before.
I can also shadow cutter us in. I also have a feather hook so I can climb, so I can lift myself up to the roof. Like I've got gear now. Like I'm a spy who
I'm
is an
finally
infiltration
back to
specialist.
spy.
Right.
Oh no, I mean like couldn't everyone go in if you just shadow
Yeah.
cutted once? Like
Mhm.
so
Yeah,
we can all just go.
It's almost
Yeah, you
like
still need
I
to
built
stealth
this character to infiltrate places.
You need to find
Up
a
to the
good
tower,
place to
right?
go into, though,
Yeah.
so we're not
Yeah.
shadow cutting into like dinner.
All right. So there is a large double iron door at the base. No, there are no windows until the 3rd floor.
Ooh.
Well, I guess that's for me then.
Uh-huh.
I will reach out in a couple minutes.
Good.
Sounds good.
Stay safe.
All right, see you soon. And I just turn into like a little fly, just like this little like greenhouse fly. Just...
Start to buzz up.
Mhm.
As you're buzzing up and around, the wind getting slightly more choppy as you get high up. You peer into the different windows. You spy a small apothecary lab with no one in it. You see a bedroom with no one in it. There's a banquet table, which seems to be set from a previous meal, food rotting on the plates. No one there. There is a band of floors, 3 of them at the top that don't have windows. And at the last room beforehand, which is a because it's one of those towers where like every floor is basically one room. You can see that there are stairs that lead up and a heavy iron trapdoor with a very prominent lock.
Okay. And I think that's like kind of where we were the last time, right? Ro would
Based on
probably
last time,
remember.
Those last 3 floors, there was a portal room. There was another room where labs and things were happening, and then there was a storage at the very top, and then there's the roof.
Okay, and that's where we came in through.
Yeah.
Okay. Were any of the windows like open or cracked so Ro could get into them?
Yeah, all of them, actually. The
Okay.
basic construction isn't airtight.
All right. I think we're just gonna go in through that like banquet thing just to take a look because it seems weird if there's like a meal that's been out there for a long time.
Yeah, so what you find is an interesting combination of factors. Food left rotting and untouched, but a layer of dust suggesting that people have been around,
People have been around.
but just not eating.
Okay. Weird. Vampires. All right. So enough time has probably gone where like Ro would want to check in. So I don't know if maybe we want to switch back to like Lena and Zake while Ro's buzzing around.
What Lena and Zake do?
Face.
I mean, you can climb up to the window with the feather hook. You can
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
get in
probably
through the
what
large
I was-
iron door at the front.
That's what they want us to do.
Use the front door.
Use the front door. I'll feather hook up to that first window.
Mhm.
Totally. A little apothecary lab.
Yeah.
Both of you climb up, flanking the window on either side, looking in.
And we don't see any people.
No,
Um,
something is a bubbling.
is the window locked, or can I open
There's
it
a
again?
latch. It's one of those like basic style where like the latch is on the inside, so theoretically it's not designed to be open from the outside. I
But
have
could
to imagine Lena has his answer to this problem.
Yeah, I mean, like I have lock picks, but I'm sure I have other like something that I can like stick in like between the panes and like flip the latch.
Yeah,
Over.
I mean, or just,
Like a
even just like
lockpick.
your knife, honestly.
Yeah, or a knife or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, just something to flip the latch.
Yeah, you
Nice.
dug it in, and with maybe like 20 seconds of cajoling, you just it's under a little bit of tension, so it is take a little bit of effort, but it's not hard.
I'm a little rusty. It's been a while since I've like legitimately broken into a place.
Also, it's like you're trying to be quiet, you know. Sometimes that
I'm
requires
just
taking
being,
things
like,
slow.
real quick. Yeah, I just like slowly open the window.
So open the window, a soft waft of acrid smell and air makes your eyes water slightly, flows out. It's not like doesn't damage, doesn't hurt you. It's just uncomfortable.
All right, I'll climb in the window.
Really, the worst part is the taste.
Yeah. And like it's like there's something bubbling as if like it was like somebody's been actively working.
As you
On it?
look over, there's a burner with something greenish bubbling, which seems to be the source of the eye burning. And if you look over, the bottom of the beaker is blackened. It looks like it's been left on this for a while.
Huh.
But then again, it's dusty.
Can I move? I just want to like move the beaker off of the burner.
Yeah, I mean, it's on a little clamp. You just turn it.
Yeah, just
It'd be quite hot to just touch. Although you have metal arms, it'd be fine.
yeah.
It would be fine.
Jerk. Just don't hold my hand out for a couple seconds. Just look around.
Stops
like,
bubbling.
This is weird, right?
It is.
Like it feels weird.
Hmm.
Wonder.
Is it like things have seemed to be moved around and used, but then there's a layer of dust everywhere, as in?
Yeah, so it's odd. Like if you investigate a little bit closer, things in this lab have definitely been touched and moved and used. But then there's also this thing where like, how could anyone just stand hanging out in here working with this shit in the air?
Vampires.
You know, from the rose scene, that they don't seem to be eating anything.
Yeah.
I've done a vampire thing recently. I'm not vampires, I promise.
Curious. I am
Um,
not sure what this is about, but as per usual, tread carefully.
right.
We have an arm to find.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, let's go upstairs.
Go to the door. Do the good old listen. Open it if no one's coming.
You don't hear anyone. You head up into the bedroom. We're gonna briefly check in. What? Ferris and Doctor doing anything important? Playing lookout? Sitting outside a coffee
They're
shop,
they're
just
playing
in
Uno.
eye line of the
Yeah,
door.
playing chess.
Okay,
Travel.
I had a
chess.
game somewhat recently where there was a high stakes Uno game for like hundreds of thousands of currency. It was excellent.
Reverse.
Skip.
What
They
are you thinking,
forgot
Robert?
about us? It's been a while.
I'm sure they're probably fine. They're the experts at this. We shouldn't question their expertise.
Right. Rook to b5.
All right.
Star wipe.
Ro, Lena, and Zake all managed to meet up pretty easily. Honestly. These interim rooms, the apothecary lab, the bedroom, and the banquet hall, all once again, they show signs that they're being used but not taken care of there. And the banquet hall and the lab show signs that a normal person probably wouldn't be able to stand the circumstance. Flyro doesn't mind, but when you walk into the banquet hall, the smell is just horrid. This food's been rotting.
What is going on here?
I am not sure, but I have theories.
Any of them good?
No, nothing good comes from the other side, so
Did you find any people or recent signs of people?
No.
a few things had been used, but nothing immediate.
Maybe they're in the other realm. You know, they have that portal thingy here.
That is true. Huh. Should we, attempt to find a way to bring the doctor and Ferris in?
I mean, if there's no people here, there really isn't much that it could hurt.
I think
A
it
heavy
would be
lock opens on the trapdoor leading up, followed by a second one.
Oh, there's the Deus Ex Machina.
Do you do anything? Because there's multiple locks being undone on this, so you'd have time to react.
Ro is still a fly.
Yeah.
Rose like,
Oh yeah,
it,
yeah.
I'm fine.
Ro's like
Okay.
getting a snack on the moldy food right now.
Zeke probably throws a hiding time signal to Lena, and they attempt to hide.
Yeah,
I
the hiding
will-
time signal, just like one of these.
Nope.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
No, we're professionals. Yeah,
Huh.
I'm going to find a place to hide, but then I'm also going to activate my shadow cloak.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah. You two are really good at this. I'm gonna say you find a place to hide. The third lock is undone. It's opened up, and a figure starts to descend. This is someone you don't recognize. They are in a pretty basic white, not white, black t-shirt. They were carrying a plate and a candle.
You basic.
And they just head down the stairs and down out of the banquet hall, heading down to the bedroom. You hear a drawer open.
I want to be like, Ro, follow them.
Yeah.
But I'm
They leave the trapdoor open.
Oh.
Hmm.
You hear them rooting around in a like a dresser drawer.
I want to know what they're doing. I think, yeah, if there's nobody here, I think I'm just gonna be like, Ro, go follow them. I'm just gonna like whisper it out in the fly's direction.
Okay. Because Ro can still speak to you, like,
Yeah.
telepathically. So Ro will go buzzing.
Annoying.
So Ro goes to follow this person who came down through the trapdoor and seems to be rooting through like a dresser drawer. They left the trapdoor open and Ro goes to follow. Do Lena and Zake want to go snooping up there, or are you just good to vibe here for the moment? Both viable options.
I mean, it's much more spicy if we go snooping.
Yeah, the person left the latches open and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
still
I think it's
invisible.
time.
If I move, I cast a shadow, but I'm still invisible unless I do violence.
Oh, okay, cool.
Unless I invoke
Unless
violence.
I do violence. So yeah, I'll go as well.
I guess Zeke will see a shadow walking towards the ladder and
Just flip
follow.
it.
Yeah. Nice.
Ro, you see this individual rooting through a dresser drawer. They pick up a nicely folded dress shirt and just look at it for a second, chuck it, and group through. And they find a blue one and nod and like unfold it and start tearing it.
Do I recognize this person?
Nope.
Okay.
They're someone from High Kensler that none of you have met before.
Okay.
And they tear a good swath of blue cloth from this shirt with their hands and put it on the plate and start to walk back upwards. They're just like, what the fuck is happening here?
All
It's this
right.
weird ritual.
The other two making their way up. As you crest the top of the stairs, Lena, and are able to peer into the next room, there is a whirring, writhing scar of a portal covered in membranous material and with growths clawing out of it, covering large swaths of the room. There are 6 people in the room, mostly standing there,
Yikes.
all looking at the portal, somewhat dead-eyed.
What the
You-
fuck?
You recognize N. Baron among the 6. You don't see Nearsol.
I believe you're muted, Megan.
No,
Pulling
I'm
an
just
Unu.
talking. No, not muted. Not muted. I'm just talking low, and my microphone's across the desk.
Oh, okay.
We shouldn't be here. Is there anything else in the room? Like, is it just the Can we see anything other than like the portal and these people?
Oh, yeah. If you look a little further, you can see the architecture of the building covered by these growths. There is a tank, which is mounted on one side and is mostly grown over, but you can see a little bit of Lena-colored skin in the liquid.
It's just waving.
Yes, we should. Point towards the tank.
There's also steps leading up another level higher. As you're there, you hear this person coming up from below, and you also see someone pushing through the portal back to this side. But it's kind of slow going because there's all this mucousy membrane that they're pushing through. It's very disgusting. So if you want to see who they are, you got to hang out. But there's someone approaching from below.
I mean, I'm invisible,
You are.
You are.
so.
But I'm not.
But I don't want Zeke to be seen.
Yeah.
Can I give you AP to make both of us invisible?
Sadly not.
Zeke can just invisible himself. It is an option he has available.
But I know Zeke doesn't have a lot of AP.
Yeah. Saving resources. Let me think. Yeah, so does it feel like the person is right approaching or starting the journey towards us? Would I have time to? Oh, okay. Would I have time to like drop down and hide again?
Yeah, totally. You just wouldn't still be at the crest of the stairs looking into the next room.
Perfect. I'll just quickly shoot to Lena, find out what it is, and melts into the shadows again.
Yeah. You like
All right.
swing down and hide below the stairs.
I guess I'm going. Guess I'm going in, or up.
You see this individual carrying the candle and the plate with a blue rag on it, and you also spot a fly flying, following them.
Yeah, I want to move so that they can get past me. Yeah, I'm just gonna like move so that they can get past me, but still like get a view, because like if I stop moving, then I'm just completely invisible. So I'm just gonna like be invisible.
Yeah. Standing there, see this individual walk up and climb up into the next room just past you. Just very matter of fact. As you catch their eye passing, there's a glimmer of a familiar darkness in there. Similar that what you saw in Batinga's eye, in Zake's eye.
I don't like that look. I know it, that look gets me stabbed.
That does seem to be the trend. And you see this individual pushing through the portal covered in this guck. Recognizes Nearsoul. And this individual walks up and hands the blue cloth, and he just grabs it very unsurprisingly. And this individual, Nearsoul, doesn't move like the rest of them, and just starts wiping himself down. No luck. He walks over towards where the tank with the arm in is, and taps a couple times and puts his eye against the glass and looks at it. Damn it!
With my arm.
As he's doing that, this individual then walks over back to the trapdoor and goes to close it. Now that he's done. If you wanted to dive through quietly, it'd be a roll. Also, like, you see these locks, they're heavy. There's 3 of them, but you've picked harder locks.
I also have a magic key that'll unlock any lock.
That's fantastic. Corollary question: does little fly on the wall row want to follow in there? There'd be no roll for that. You're just
the bad answer is yes, I do want to dive through and be in that room. I know that that's the bad answer.
Yeah,
However,
I mean, I do think Fly Row 2 would want to follow because that seems important to them.
But keep Sake safe, because they're on the other side of the door. Yeah, I will roll
Alright.
for jumping through the door and hope that my die that rolled me nothing but triumphs last time does well for
No
me.
roll
Oh
throw.
no.
They're just a fly flying through a door. But yeah, for Lena, it's mostly about doing it quietly.
I'm good at that. I'm really good at quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, I am really good at quiet. That's a 14.
Good.
Fantastic. You dive as they're closing it and do a really quiet roll as your back weights into some of these growths and tendrils. They give away like a soft mushroom.
Love that.
Doesn't feel super comfy. And as
No.
you roll forward and into a crouch silently, you could see the door gets closed. And he's looking at in the tank and he doesn't seem very happy with the seats and turns around and says, "What are you using?" And then he looks right at Lena. Well, isn't this convenient? I'm gonna check in with Zake.
Just waiting. Did something happen while I was waiting?
So I feel like Zake, knowing where Lena was, probably saw the shadow whisk into the room.
And then door shut, right? Oof. Okay. Zake is just going to, seeing that happen, try and make it silently to the bottom floor and attempt to let the Doctor and Ferris in, because at this point, might as well.
Sure. So, I think with that, the bottom few floors seem to be guest-facing rooms with no windows for security. They don't seem to have been used at all. Like, no one's even been in here.
Good.
Make your way down, unlock the door, no issue from the inside. And as the door opens, Ferris and Doctor, from your perspective, sitting outside this shop, you see the door just...
Zake will just unfold a war fan and flash it briefly so they know it's Zake.
Hold on.
Hold on. We're finishing our match.
Doctor just moves a piece, checkmate.
No, by all means, take your time.
Right.
Nobody's in
Technically,
peril.
could have done that
Paris wants a
7 times.
rematch.
Ready to go?
Finishes eating muffin. Yeah, let's go.
Right.
Just had
Muted.
themselves a nice little break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're having a great time hanging out, getting to know each other better. We finally had that chat we were supposed to have. Like, yeah.
One point, she's like, "So do you name the light as well? Because we have a name for the light. That's weird. Okay,
It's called Fluffy.
we call it Fluffy."
And as the three of you slink your way in to the bottom, you're also accosted by these abnormal unuse and disuse of the rooms. Zach, quick question. Do you lock the front door on your way after they get in?
I'll leave it as it was before I touched it. So if it was locked,
Close
yeah,
it and
I'll-
lock it. Yeah.
yeah.
Up through the apothecary lab, which still has some of the stinging vapor, but a lot less. Across the bedroom, which has now a door open and some shit tossed around. Through the rotting food of the banquet hall, up to the base. Ferris and Falwyn would be accosted by the same similar confusing amount of information.
Mhm.
And
Zach would explain
it's
at
just
that
gonna
point.
catch them up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Explain what happens and where Ro and Lena are.
They're
Steve
totally
really needs to
fine.
hire a cleaner.
Yep. And I think Zake's going to suggest that they should probably go to one of the rooms, because there were windows on every floor from that one up. So just try and
Yeah.
climb to the top window and see what's happening in the room.
So the last 3 floors didn't have windows
Oh,
specifically.
I thought that was the first 3 floors that didn't have windows.
It's firstly and the last 3. First
Oh
3
my
for
God, it's only
security,
one
last 3
row
for
of windows.
privacy.
No,
Yeah, there's
Shit
3
building.
floors in the middle with windows. So the bedroom
I
in
love
the you eat, all right.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Also, apparently it's a 9-floor tower. I guess that happened.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess explain. Look, they're both through there. I think it's locked. There were 6 people there, and someone just stepped out of a portal. The arm was there, so that's where we need to be. I just thought I should get you beforehand. By the way, we're just waiting for Rose's signal. Something happens, I assume they're going to tell us.
Okay.
Suddenly, a small chorus of voices start to chant forth in unison an arcane invocation from the room up above.
Very culty.
It's very culty, and the voices match very perfectly.
Oh, this is
Very, very culty.
very culty.
And without explaining what's happening to Lena and Ro in person, and with the awareness that this is slightly early, I think we can stop there.
Interesting.
Ooh.
I would like to cast no on the guide's decision. Put these people here.
And Celebrio Necroma.
Amazing. I'm sure this is all totally fine.
Yeah.
So
no, no.
concerned.
I'm
This
really
means
enjoying
nothing,
our
right?
weekend away in High Kensor.
Yeah.
The local
Your
coffee
next
shops.
honeymoon.
Best
Yeah.
honeymoon.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Visit a local chorus.
Yeah, this is just
Yeah.
like, the weekly gathering of the High Kensor Realm of Shattered Life Appreciation Club. That's all it is.
And
You know,
choir.
I was saying the
As I
Realm of Shattered
said-
Light singers.
As I said last week, when I said the honeymoon should be in the Empire, it's not what I had in mind.
It's okay, it won't be in
Choose
the
your-
Empire for very much longer.
Careful what you wish
Nah,
for.
never mind.
Because the Empire isn't
Nice.
going to exist anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
I hate all of this.
Well, what's also excellent here is I have a great setup for if we have a certain person who can't join us next time.
Well,
Oh.
this is
Alright.
fine.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
I need
Oh,
to get
no.
moving though, y'all.
Yes,
so-
this
Yeah.
has been.
Yeah.
We can
lovely.
stop recording.
You've been watching No Initiative play Quest, The Soaring City. Quest, The Soaring City is an actual play production by No Initiative, hosted on Twitch and YouTube by Chromatic Chimera. Our game is guided by Nat, or @CrimeNat on Twitter. Dr. Falwin Denor, the Doctor, is played by Robert Allen, or @Voices of Robert on Twitter. Ferris Munir, the Invoker, is played by Izza, or @EvilCleverDog on Twitter and YouTube. Lena Elliott, the Spy, is played by Megan Cross, or @MeganLynnFTW on Twitter. Rose Starfall, the Naturalist, is played by Samwise Gamgee, or @TheSamWisest on Twitter. Zake Sarkar, the Charmblade, is played by Nunu, or @JNunuTex on Twitter. The Soaring City uses the Quest system, published by The Adventure Guild. If you want to try playing the Quest RPG with your own pack, go to adventure.game/store and use code NOINITIATIVE, one word, all caps, for 10% off your purchase. Follow us on Twitter @NoInitiativeTV for updates, art, and memes. You can support our cast directly on Patreon for just $1 a month. Go to patreon.com/NoInitiative to help. The Soaring City theme song is by Ryan, aka Sim, or @TheSimulacre on Twitter. All other music used is by Adrian Von Ziegler. Stream overlay is by AJ, or @JawbreakerDice. Character art is by Izza. Video editing is by Robert Allen. Check back next week for another adventure in Valerith with Quest, The Soaring City.